Hey, what's up, Red Faction? So today, we are going to be watching the journey ahead. What's going to happen after the season of the Final Shape? What's the next expansion? What Bungie has in store for us, and all things considered. Now, if you guys don't know already, or you haven't watched the latest videos from the channel where I just upload the entire playthrough of the Final Shape, it's already live. They're kind of sporadic because I just had to pull the VODs out and put them over, and some had like varying, hours and everything to them. But we had an absolute blast being able to play the Final Shape. It was so much fun. A lot of the end game, like post stuff, I've already seen. So there's my reactions to them were just kind of not there, but they were absolutely amazing, and just how it felt being in that, you know, essence of the Final Shape was just so much fun. Yesterday we streamed for a good while. Tried doing some of the facets, finding some of the ghosts and everything. Did a little bit of a power grind. I think we're at the point where we need like a lot of powerful gear. So there's that. Um, Echoes starts tomorrow, so I'll be I won't be live for it, but I'll be doing it. Um, Actually, you know what? I'll record it because I have a feeling it's going to be very interesting. There's a lot of stuff that I saw in the little post end scene that I was just like, oh, okay, this is wow. Yeah, so we're 1988, so we need power. We need to get some armor and everything. But yeah, the final shape is a lot of fun. But with that being said, let's get into this video. The journey ahead. Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. That's this season. Mm. Oh. 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 Huh? Huh? Mm. Huh? Oh. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. What? Oh. I'm sorry. What? Oh. Front. That's the first time I've paused it. Codename Frontiers. Oh. So the three echoes that we deal with for the rest of for the rest of this year are in our galaxy, but Frontier. Do we finally leave Sol? Are we actually going to be leaving Sol? Because that would be interesting to see how. Because our final fight with the Witness, what that led to across, places that he's taken, um, and how the forces that he had have spread out. So we deal with the Vex this season because we're in Echoes. We deal with in the next one we deal with Fickrel and his more okay. Be interesting. I like the concept that they're going with this. They're taking more darker turns with the next two episodes, with Revenant and then with Heresy. And considering how long Echoes is going to be, that means we might be in the usual time when they give us a freaking a raid. If they reprise a raid, who knows? And then Heresy dealing with, you know, a force that's not purely that's from Hive. Could we deal with some remnants of the Krill? Any like survivors maybe? Hmm. Very interesting. I want to go back to um one of the parts in Nessus. Yeah, like this. Like this is going to be huge. Um This kind of reminds, like, this little area reminds me of how we had Venus. An area that's both natural and Vex unnatural. And that's happening to Nessus? Oh boy. Um yeah, this looks really freaking cool. Hold on. That's happening to an Exo? Hold on. Go back like just a little bit. I want to see if I can see. Hmm. It's very hard because like oh, damn, I'm trying to see. Does that does that look like right here? Now it's kind of hard to tell, but is that a fallen helmet? Because this is on an Exo. Like, is this the one of like the creators of the Vex? Like the thing that put them together, that showed them how to put things together. Like, is this that individual or one of the beings behind the Vex? Because this is an Exo, and as we know, Exos have radiolaria in them. So, is this one of these people? Because you can see like this, you know, the wire wrappings and what looks to be like a cloak. And I don't know if that's if that's a fallen one or if that's like a hobgoblin's mask. When you destroy a hobgoblin, like is are they creating a hobgoblin by taking and dismantling a member of the Vex? That this will be really interesting this season to see how this goes. So yeah, this season is going to be very interesting to see everything that follows after this. I mean, in just this first week of the final shape has been amazing. From playing the story to you know playing the world inside the Pale Heart, and now that we've done our fight with the Witness, what does that mean for the rest of Soul and then the rest of the galaxy around us? I mean, are we still going to have remnants of you know the thing with the veil? I mean, we have the Traveler, but with the veil, what could we have? And will these echoes lead to memories of certain, former memories of Ikora, former memories of other guardians, the life before now, you know, especially with when they, the next like heresy, you know, all that. I mean, just think, Ikora. I don't know if she remembers some of her past before becoming, this things with Saint, other stuff. I mean, and we basically, a lot of people are saying we have the sword that the Guardian had, um, when it was when we saw our casket during season of the Dawn. like just what are we going to see in these seasons? Like Echoes, branch out and have changed things and given new purpose to enemies we thought, where have they gone? This is this episode's going to be primarily Vex based, but what's behind the Vex? We've always saw them as like followers of the Witness, but most of them have had some form of people underneath them. I mean, Callus had his Shadow Legion. Rolk had the Scorn and their the abominations there, and then Taken as well. And we know Taken branch off from Hive. But what do the Vex have? What does the Soul Divisive have? Who's behind the Soul Divisive? And what's now making them act different? Is it the idea that now that the Witness is gone, there's no sense of, being or purpose for them? And now they're just going to do the thing that they've always done. Reshape and turn a planet that they're, inhabiting into something else. And working with Failsafe on this? Okay. Okay. Maybe Saint kind of comes into this as well, because, he kind of does have a thing where he wants to, headbutt a Minotaur. And what's his reaction going to be? What's Osiris's reaction? What's a lot of other people in the tower's reaction to now that not only is a former leader of the Vanguard in Osiris lightless, but now their current commander is lightless. What's that going to be like? And then in Revenant, like, is Mithrax going to take a big step into this? Because it seems like it's kind of Fallen and Scorn based, so we're going to have Crow and Mithrax. And Crow is now officially seen as the Hunter Vanguard. So is he finally going to stop hanging around in the helm, being a creep? Maybe. Who knows? And then in Heresy, being that it's Hive based, are we going to deal with Eris and Sabathun? Like, they say it's going to be like an Eldritch thing, during. Also, is this gonna be the exotic that they give? Like this kind of, because this reminds me. No wait, or is this the No, it's not the No Reprieve. Because it has this like lion-esque design here. It's a shotgun. Chaperone ornament. Slayer Barons. So wait, some of these look like concept designs of ornaments, like this one. But there's, what could this be for? So that is cool to have, not this thing of like, well, you have to have engrams and you can focus this. This allows you to get them directly from what you're doing. Handles Fickrell's original staff. The gem has been replaced by the Echo. Having like this more, kind of almost vampire look about him. The cape and just how the helmet is. So yeah, it's gonna be something with the Awoken because of the Fallen have always really worked with the Awoken, and then Crow being responsible for Fickrell, but also for the fact that he's taken over a spot that's for his people. So Fickrell seems like it's not just going to be a lot of the former House of Salvation is probably joining them. So we got some of the dregs and everything here. Okay. The final episode of this year. So we've already taken down Oryx. We've made Zebul Wrath mortal. Savathun is kind of like a double edged sword with us. She could help us or she could hurt us. So so what could be behind with you know because we have multiple changes to different factions over the course of this year. What is going to happen with the Hive? The Lucent Hive. Um, what's their spot on all this, and what Eldrick's force is trying to come into this the quote unquote Hive pantheon. Hmm. So that is going to be very interesting. I can't wait to see how the seasons play out. But with that being said, Red Faction, I'm going to end it there. Um, I cannot wait to do everything. Be on the lookout tomorrow for a video. Probably going to be a little bit longer one. We're going to be taking a look at everything kind of new in Echoes. But with that being said, I'll see y'all later. You have a good one.